Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about abstract class and difference between abstract class and interface. Abstract class and interface both are special type of classes which has abstract method. Abstract method is a special method which has only method declaration but doesn't have method definition. But what is use of such a class which has only method declaration? Abstract class acts like a blueprint or parent class for other classes. All the child classes which will inherit from this parent class has to implement the abstract method. Otherwise, Java will throw an error. Consider example of banking system in India. RBI defines a rule that every bank in India should follow. RBI decides a list of functionality like deposit and credit money which should be provided to all the customers by bank. So to implement it, we will create an abstract class called RBI which will act like a parent class for other banks like SBI and HDFC. In RBI class, we will define an abstract method called credit and deposit. Now since this method are abstract method, all child class has to define it in their body. If some class forget to define this method, then Java will throw an error. Interface also has an abstract method. So only difference between interface and abstract class is that abstract class can have abstract as well as non-abstract method, which means that there might be some method which has method definition. But interface can only have abstract method. This property of interface makes it suitable for implementing multiple inheritance. Syntax for implementing abstract class is similar to syntax for defining the normal class. We just have to use abstract keyword before the class keyword. And similarly, we have to use abstract keyword in front of method which doesn't have the definition. In interface, we have not used any abstract keyword in front of method because interface can only have abstract method, but abstract class can have both abstract as well as non-abstract method, which means some method might have the definition and some method might have only declaration. So if we don't use abstract keyword, then compiler might get confused that if this method should contain definition or not. So by using abstract keyword, we are clearly telling compiler that this method won't have definition. Now let's jump to Eclipse and execute the program for abstract class. Now we have to create an abstract class. Abstract class is a normal class with abstract keyword in front of it. So first we have to create a normal class. So for creating a normal class, I'll right click on package name, then click on new and then click on class. We'll name our class as a parent RBI and now click on finish. Once you click on finish, it will generate a code or syntax for normal class. To make this normal class as an abstract class, we'll put abstract keyword in front of a class. So now this class is abstract class, meaning we can have abstract as well as non-abstract method in its body. So I will paste the code for two methods. First is a void credit method. As you can see, this method doesn't have definition. So the method which doesn't have definition, we have to use abstract keyword in front of them. Only after using abstract keyword, the compiler will understand that this method doesn't have the definition. Now let's see what will happen if you remove this abstract keyword. So I am removing this abstract keyword. As you can see, Java thrown an error. So when you mouse over it, you can see that this method requires a body instead of semicolon. That means if you are not using abstract keyword, you have to provide definition of that method. So let me put the abstract keyword back. So in this class, we have two methods. One is abstract method where body is not present and another is a non-abstract method where body is present, which is the definition of abstract class. Meaning abstract class can have both abstract as well as non-abstract method. Now let's create another child class which will inherit from this abstract class. So for creating a child class, we'll right click on package name, then click on new and then click on class. We will name this class as a child SBI class. Now let's click on finish. Now our child class is ready. So to inherit it from parent class, we will use extend keyword. Extend keyword followed by name of a parent. In our case, name of a parent is RBI. So as you can see, once you use extend keyword followed by name of a parent class, Java is giving an error, and when you mouse over it, it says that the child class must implement the inherited abstract method of the parent class. In our case, it is asking to implement credit method. So to remove this error, first we have to define the definition of credit method. So I'll just paste the simple definition of the credit method. As you can see, this method just print that money is credited. That's it. For now, we kept it very simple. But in real life, this method will contain a logic to add money into user's account. As you can see, the error is gone. So now let's create a public static void main method. So I will just paste the code for public static void main method and object creation. As you can see, we are creating object of a child SBI class and then calling credit method with it. So let's save this program and execute it. As you can see, it's printing money credited. So in this way, abstract class enforces all the child classes to implement all the abstract method present in it. Now let's discuss some properties of abstract class. First is, we cannot create object of an abstract class because the definition of some method might be missing. Second is, abstract class can have both abstract as well as non-abstract method, meaning there can be some method which has the definition. Third is, abstract class can have final method, static method as well as constructor. That's it for today's video. See you in next video.